Turn me up in headphones. Yeah. Yeah. Busy. Let's get into it.
Peace, love, and happiness, so I can grab the piece. Start wildin' and clapping shit. Running with the rock in the jungle before Jumanji, nigga. Knocks come to not get low. Be hard to find me, nigga. Back talk, depending on the size. There's levels, my guys. Call me a clown and have my 2 cents. Show you my penny wise. You and me, mano, we mono. Gangsta, we gon' see. Call the Uber, bring it to you. Now this is who we eat. Serve a plate to get served, boy. I'll send the word, boy. The youth start to shoot, word get back like you heard, old boy. That's a personal conversation between the guys. Looking at Diddy like who ordered lobster with side of fries. Still ghetto, you still feel the way. We still handle our problems with the steel or metal. Real settle, Henny in your face still.
What up, y'all? What up? It's your boy DJ Douya. We got the man Busy in the building, of course. Far Rock's own Coach Drew in the building, of course.
What's up?
Salutations, Coach Drew.
And Baltimore's biggest hater, not fan, Christy Marie. So
don't worry, Christy. Today we in the same boat. It's all love today. We hate our teams. We're both in the same boat. We might as well find another team together and root for that team.
So I mean, I was on the fence about the Jets for the last few years, but we'll get to the Jets in a minute. I wanted to start off with Baltimore. Baltimore, you know, our last show we were talking about Baltimore and Kansas City. That was like the game that we highlighted. Baltimore ended up getting smoked 37-20. Kansas City kind of got their mojo back in that game. And then Lamar Jackson, I mean, the defense is riddled. Matabuke is out. Marlon Humphrey is out. Who else is out, Christy?
Roquan Smith is out. Well, altogether, who's out on the team? Kyle Van Noy, Roquan Smith, Washington's out. Humphrey's out. We don't know about Wiggins yet. Lamar's out. Pat Ricard's out. Ardarius Washington's out.
So you're telling us that Pittsburgh Steelers is about to win that division?
Absolutely.
No. All right. Let's get right
so
into it.
Let me just speak on how I feel about this team.
Go ahead.
So I'm a fan. I'm a diehard fan. As many times as I root for them, 365. I'm not gonna be a delusional fan. For everyone who still thinks it's early on in the season, first of all, where it has to start is our defense is now full of rookies. When you think of Baltimore Ravens, you think of defense. When you go into a 5-star restaurant, right? And I was on another podcast. When you go into a 5-star restaurant, you expect a certain quality of food, right? You expect the service to be great. You're paying this money to have this great experience, and you expect top tier food, correct? So when you think of Baltimore Ravens, you're paying this money for these seats, for Lamar, for the show, and then what we have seen in the past 4 weeks is not living up to that standard. Whether it's who's injured, who's not, the coaching, everything about this team, something's off. Okay, the Lamar injury, I think what happened was Lamar was suffering with an injury that he was still trying to play. He's not getting the protection. He's not. We're now 1-3. I think he pulled himself out of that game. I think that he might be injured, but I think if we were doing better and he had better protection, he would have fought through the injury. I feel like Lamar's frustration with the team, with the coaching, with the calls, has finally reached its limit. And now he's out for 2 to 3 weeks. Then we have a bye. There's no coming back this season. Unless every other team goes down, there's no coming back. We had the best chance right now. I think our window's closed. I think Lamar's window is closed right now. I think that people need to not be delusional. And this was not our year. This was a 2000, I think it was 22 or 23 season. No, 2021, I believe, season. And I think Lamar's like, wow, I have the offense now, and then we don't have the defense, or we have the defense and he don't have the offense. There's no reason that dude is getting sacked.
Well, he's getting sacked because he's holding the ball, and I think that, like you said,
there's
he's
no
injured.
protection. There's other quarterbacks that hold that ball, that have the protection, that have the time. Mahomes, Allen, that have the time to throw, that have the time. Look at Herbert. Look at Stratford. They have the time to throw. He doesn't have the protection. And the number one rule is you protect your quarterback. He's not being protected.
I mean, go ahead. Which one of you guys want to?
Drew, you listen.
I could chime on it. Listen, this they definitely ought to a disappointing start. You didn't expect 1-3. However, I don't believe the season is over. You look at the next few games. They play Houston next, very winnable game. They play the Rams at home.
We don't have Lamar. We don't have a defense. How are we winning?
Hold on, Chrissy. Hold on.
It's the NFL, the pros. That's got those the Houston's a winnable game. The Rams, that might be tough. But I can see them winning. Chicago, winnable game. Miami, winnable game. They could be 500 by the end of October. You know what I'm saying? Even though they off to a slow start, that's Lamar's not there. That's when you roll into Derrick Henry and other guys that, the receivers need to step up. They need to adjust the offense some, make some changes. They could be still at 500 by the end of October. So I don't think the season is over. And if they are 500 by the end of October with Lamar coming back healthy, they can make a run November, December.
I agree with you, man.
Can you bring that schedule back up for me?
Yeah, there's one game that's missing. Chicago, I think that they play.
Yeah, I missed Chicago.
What I'm saying is if they can, what they need to do is they need to dominate. They still need, if they can win their division, beat Cincinnati twice, which I know they can. I still believe with Lamar less, they can still beat Cincinnati. I do still believe they can beat Cleveland, Lamar less, with just Derrick Henry. Their problem is the Steelers. And it's not really a problem if you just get to Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers is going to win you the game yourself if you get to him. Do you hear what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I do see where Chrissy's at. I'm on the same stance with her where I feel like as far as the Jets, our season's over with Justin Fields at the quarterback. Henry did cost them 2 games, but what I'm going to say is defensive injuries, that heavy prone, that's why I can see where Chrissy's coming from, where it's a lot. Like they don't go nowhere. But if they can sneak the Houston game, the Minnesota game, the Miami game, and that Patriots game, and win out the division, they'll be great.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like they can win 6-7 in a row, even if they lose these next 2.
Yeah.
I don't know about 6-7 in a row. What? Go ahead, Busy.
I mean, they could beat Chicago. Chicago's supposed to be in there.
Yeah.
They can beat the Dolphins. Who knows with Carson Wentz? I don't know if the Vikings can beat them. The Jets definitely ain't gonna beat them. Then you got Cincinnati. And then I think this is wrong though, but because I think it's Cincinnati and then it's Cleveland again, and then it's Cincinnati. Like they got Cincinnati 3 times.
Let's go to the. Go ahead, Christy.
Cincinnati's Thanksgiving night. Okay.
Yeah.
You got to understand though. We have a rookie. First of all, fuck the players. Sorry, my mouth of the rookies. Rookies defense. Zach Orr got to go. Zach Orr got to go. Like I said, Ravens defense. This has not been a defensive team since 2 years ago with Mike McDonald. And that's where the Ravens messed up. What we should have done was move him up. Perfect example. Andy Reid on the Eagles, they couldn't get over that hump, right? And this is what I told you guys last week. Andy Reid on the Eagles, they couldn't get over that hump. Now Andy Reid goes to the Chiefs. Eagles sore, Chiefs sore. Maybe John's time with the Ravens are up. And another team will pick him up. He's a great coach. But people know our plays. People know what we're going to do. We are too readable. They should have moved Mike McDonald up. Look what he's doing for the Seahawks. He had the team, the Ravens. Our defense went to, again, injuries, whatever. But we have rookies on our defense right now. We're not winning anything. So even if we win regular season, defense wins championships. We are not winning anything. our season is done.
Oh, yeah, if you're talking about like Super Bowl, then probably I'm talking about as far as having a chance like to go in the playoffs. That's still a possibility. I'm looking at the next 4 games. They could win 3 of those games easily.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but I feel like the standard was set too high for the season to now accept.
Well, yeah, because you got Derrick Henry, you got Lamar, you got legendary players. You almost made a run last year, so I can see that. But injuries is part of the game, so hey, you might lose such and such. Like you were saying, the next man up. That next man that may not be the caliber of player that Lamar or whoever.
But he's getting paid.
Right. So your job is to come in
to learn that playbook and win some games. They got Tyrone Huntley. Tyrone Huntley made it to made a Pro Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens when he was down, when Lamar was down. So he's not Lamar. I get it, Christy, but let's see what happens let's see what happens come week 8 or 9, halfway through the season.
Right,
we can get back to all this conversation.
And for the first time ever, with Lamar and what happened with these Chiefs, and I get it with the team, but Lamar, you got to win these big games now. We can't keep defending you as a fan.
Yo, I don't like that neither. Not to cut you off, because whenever he loses, they say that he doesn't play in big games. But then when he wins, because I remember when they played San Francisco, I think that was last year. It was going into the crucial part of the season, and it was like, San Francisco was this. San Francisco. Maybe it wasn't last year because San Francisco was weak last year. It was probably the year before, and they went in and smoked San Francisco, and then that's basically what won him the MVP. That same year against Detroit, smoked him. So you can't say that he doesn't win these big games. Now in the playoffs, maybe you could say that, but he wins big games in the regular season.
Right, but our thing is, we know you're that great quarterback, but you to be the best, you got to beat the best. You got to beat Mahomes. You got to beat Allen. And every time we get it, we're falling short.
They beat Allen last year though in the regular season. They smoked them. They smoked them last year in the regular season. No, not in the playoffs, but they smoked them because they was what? The Ravens was 0-2 last year. Then they crawled up to 2-2. And I can't remember exactly where the Buffalo game fell, but they smoked Buffalo.
Okay.
So we can't say that. I mean, they did lose to them in the playoffs.
So we lost them in the playoffs. We lost this season as the first game. We should have went in there with revenge. We like I said, with that 5-star restaurant. When you think of Ravens, we're hyping them up. We're thinking all this. And the fans are heartbroken. The fans are like, we keep falling short. That 1 point to the Bills, whatever, whether it's the scripted or the not or whatever, we are supposed to prove a point. And this season, we were supposed to prove a point. And that Bills game last year, I already knew we were losing because they wanted the Mahomes and Allen storyline.
Here we go.
And so, that has nothing to do with Lamar, but Jalen Hurts, okay, perfect example. Jalen Hurts was down last 2 games ago, and he's the one who brought that team back. Whether the tush pushers, whether or not, he fought as a quarterback to win that game back, right? Defense, everyone stood up. Our issue is either the offense does great and the defense sucks, or the defense does great and the offense sucks. Something's not clicking with this team anymore.
So do you think that it needs to be a coaching change?
Absolutely. And I said this before this game with the Chiefs.
Yeah, she has been saying that. I don't agree with it, but she has been saying that.
So where would you I think if John Harbaugh was to get fired by the Ravens, he would be on the first plane to Miami and he would be their new coach. And I feel like
John's not going nowhere. They'll get rid of every
man.
They'll get rid of every coach but John. John's not going nowhere.
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of premature, just to especially in 4 games. Now at the end of the season,
don't be the Jets. Don't be the Jets and hire your coach 4 games, 5 games in.
I can see that.
Speaking of the Jets, did you see your old coach and the Jaguars coach had words?
Robert Saleh about to put them knuckles on that man. He was telling him to go on about his business. Go on about his business. You don't want this smoke.
Speaking of the Jets, there was this I think Stephen Smith was talking about it today. They're making Zay Flowers act as wide receiver one as they were pushing it for someone with the Jets a couple seasons ago. I forgot who they mentioned. Was it Stevens or Allen or some wide receiver that you guys kept trying to push for wide receiver one, and that's how they feel like we're doing with Flowers. And where the change should be, I forgot who they said. It was someone on the Jets that they kept. He's no longer on the Jets. They kept pushing for this wide receiver one, and he wasn't a wide receiver one caliber.
Probably Elijah Moore.
And everyone's saying that D-Hop right now should be our wide receiver one.
I think Rashad Bateman should.
Man.
Rashad Bateman, D-Hop too.
No, Zay Flowers is number one.
Zay Flowers catches the ball and then he don't go anywhere because he's getting knocked down. D-Hop is making those long catches.
He's definitely making some good.
Bateman got butterfingers. Bateman, you got to catch on a good day. I don't care. I'm still not Bateman. I'm still not whatever. Mark Andrews has a great game, and then what happens? We get dominated. We get something's not clicking with this team at all. Bateman, no, you guys have to watch Bateman. Sometimes Bateman drops balls.
Everybody drops balls though.
Lamar to Bateman is a great click. Watch. I got a valid point. Whoever said that. Watch, like Cooper Rush to Bateman. It's not gonna click. Lamar is the one who pushed for Bateman. Zay is more explosive and Bateman is more consistent. Zay is explosive, but Zay's getting knocked because why? Everyone knows our plays. You have to switch it up. They had Justice Hill running the Chiefs game until Justice Hill is a great running back. You have Ali. We are a rushing team as well. Why did Derrick Henry only get 3 touches that game? Are you mad because of the fumbles? Was this all like? I don't know.
That's the thing. They got to stick to their game plan. Why are they not giving the ball to Henry? Now, he only had 8 rushes.
Well, the game got kind of out of hand, though. The Chiefs did jump on them. So when you start falling behind by a lot of points, you got to throw the ball more. You know what I'm saying? So
that's true.
That's a game situation kind of thing. You know what I mean? The game's a little closer. Then you got to, you run the ball, but
you had Isaiah Likely in there. Isaiah's first game back. Come on now, you got to do trick plays. I don't see any type of play that's different. I think Miami did a weird play last night. The Lions did a crazy play. Then you got look at the Eagles tush push new play now with Saquon running in the back now. No, everyone thought they were going for the tush push, and he's the one who ran in for the touchdown. We're doing the same exact plays on Baltimore. Everyone else give it to Henry. Okay, if he doesn't give it to Henry, he's throwing it to Andrews. Cover Andrews. Okay, if and then the Chiefs, Xavier Worthy was their number one target. Why Wiggins was on his neck or Wallace was on his neck for one time, and then that was it. And then he kept throwing it to Worthy.
No, that's all valid points. All valid points. I mean, most NFL teams, I mean, what did they score? They scored 20. 20 is dicey. But I mean, all the other games, they scored 30. I think they scored 40. And they scored 40 against the Browns, I think, too. If you score that many points, you should definitely be winning the game.
Right.
I'm telling you guys now, and I don't want to start tearing because I've been talking about this all week. If something big doesn't happen with coaching or something big doesn't happen I see Lamar requesting a trade.
Yeah. I'm going to plug in a second, guys. I'm going to hit you back in a second. I'm going to join back in a second.
All right.
I see Lamar look like he just had it. I see him requesting a trade. If something big doesn't happen, we're gonna lose Lamar.
I mean, how many more years does he have? He has 3 years left on his contract?
But you don't see players in the NFL. This is not the NBA where you play.
Right.
That's not common.
NBA
where players to say, you know what, I'm ready to get. So I don't personally see that. But
if you want to ring and you want to prove people right and you want to prove people wrong and you want to show them what you're really capable of, I don't know. I always thought Lamar as a franchise quarterback, I always thought he was, never going to want to leave, but he's not going anywhere. So you want to talk about John and all this, but it's the same It's the same thing every year. Either we fall off in the playoffs, our conditioning team sucks because why are we the number one injured team right now?
You and San Francisco are always injured. For some reason, Baltimore and San Francisco always injured. I don't know what it is, the training staff or what it is, but
that could be something. If that's a consistent thing, you might have to limit how your guys practice. Guys might be their workload might be too much during the week, and it all depends on the staff. I don't know exactly how the Ravens practice goes, but if that's a
maybe Ravens will fall short to get draft picks. We might have to draft a quarterback.
No, come on, man.
What?
Yo, we're done with you, man.
There's nobody in this draft coming up that you would take over. Oh, nah.
Not saying over Lamar, but we have to start thinking if Lamar's prime. We have Derrick Henry, we have Lamar. D-Hop's only on a 1 year. We just signed Kyle Hamilton, and that's another thing. Kyle Hamilton said we're spoiled fans. No, we're not spoiled fans, but we expect. When you think of Saints, you think they suck, right? When you think of Panthers, they suck. When you think of Ravens, you're not saying, oh, they suck. No one's saying that.
Definitely not. Definitely not when it comes to the Ravens. Hell no.
Ravens, that's one of the great franchises in NFL.
And let me just because it's on my mind, I'm going to stir off topic, but I know you guys think I'm crazy with this script shit, right? But let me just tell you guys 2 things that happened this week that made everyone be like, Christy, you might have a point. Last night, Jalen Waddle was 48.5 on all spreads, right? All spreads, he was 48.5. He got exactly 48, never touched the ball again, right?
Yeah.
Killed everyone's ticket across worldwide, right? Killed everyone's ticket across wide. Sunday night, there was a FanDuel special, right? And said, I'm going to get back to that comment, the first 4 games. All right, so FanDuel special, every team at the 425 games, every team had to get 2 touchdowns, 2 field goals, right? I put money on it. I cashed out because the Ravens needed a touchdown and Raiders needed 1 more field goal, right? Ravens got the touchdown. Okay, so now Raiders needed a field goal. Raiders field goal got blocked. You know how many people bet on that ticket? That's the only thing that ticket needed to go, and all of a sudden that field goal got blocked. I know you guys think I'm crazy, but I've been betting since I was 13 years old. There's shit that I see. So now someone on this other podcast, which means he got double Waddle, isn't a number 1. Tyreek got hurt, which means he gets doubled. So Waddle should have had more touches. What are you talking about? Waddle, it was exactly at 48. His spread was 48.5. Why did he get touched?
He's talking about the cut with Tyreek being hurt. The coverage switched to him. They're doubling Waddle now. So he's not getting those looks that he was
getting.
Waddle
got the 48. Waddle got the 48 after Tyreek got hurt. After Tyreek got hurt, he got the 48. Now all of a sudden, he never touched the ball again at that 48.
But that's what he's saying because he was getting double teamed.
There was adjustments and stuff made.
Yeah, they adjusted to it.
So it happens to be 48 guys, and the spread was 48.5.
No, it's crazy. It's definitely crazy how close the bookies are to the spreads. It's definitely crazy. It's definitely crazy.
There was a game on Sunday where the spread was like, I don't know, the spread was 3 or something, and I think it was the Eagles-Bucks game. They threw it back for a safety, and everyone was like, why did they do that? Because the spread changed. I know you guys, and as a fan, I don't want to believe it, but it's kind of like Christmas, right? When we're growing up, we think of Santa, we do all this stuff. We find out Santa's not real. We still celebrate it. We continue it with our parents, right? With our kids. I'm telling you. All right.
That's crazy. I've never heard that.
That's a good analogy, though. I like that. I like that one.
So here's my only like false hope right now. Maybe they're trying to trick everyone right now, right? With the Ravens.
Oh,
hello,
Goodell.
That's hello? Goodell again? Oh, she right there.
Yeah, she's there.
Hello.
Uh-oh.
Oh, am I back?
Yeah, you're back.
So here's my other false hope right now. And this is me being delusional a little. Maybe they're trying to trick everyone, right? Because all the money's going on Bills and Eagles for the Super Bowl, right? So maybe they're trying to trick everyone and that the Ravens suck. And then all of a sudden, Lamar comes back. And now we go full force. And now the Ravens do get to the bowl. And now Vegas gets all this money because everyone bet on the Bills. I don't know. I mean, call me crazy. It could
I
be just a
definitely
false
could
hope.
see that. I could see by the time that I say the Ravens are going to be like 7-5 at one point. They're going to go on a nice run, and they'll lose probably a couple more games that
analogy. That's not me being a fan and being my.
I could see them being 7-5 and still in the hunt. I could definitely see that. Even without Lamar, they just got to change their game plan, and then
we have Cooper Rush. We're not going anywhere. But I bet you Shador's kicking himself right now because he didn't want to be on our team because he was never going to get play. Now, motherfucker, you would have got play. Now the Browns have Dylan as their starting quarterback.
What you call it got hurt?
Well, they benched him.
Oh, they benched him. Yeah, he was throwing mad interceptions.
Is that official? I don't think that's official.
I didn't see that, though.
Yeah, it is. It's official. Okay. Dylan's going to be starting Sunday.
So Shador will get his shot. Dylan's small, man. I don't know if he's gonna hold up. So let's get into the next topic, man. The New York Jets went up against the Miami Dolphins, 2-0-3 teams. I called it the toilet bowl on Facebook. The Dolphins definitely put up a good game. The Jets showed some fight, but penalties and mistakes cost them the game. So, Drew, how do you feel about the Jets this year?
A little disappointing. I mean, they've been competing, but at the end of the day, you still want to win these games. They never really had a shot yesterday.
I know
that first drive was so impressive, and then Allen fumbles at the goal line, and that just kind of went downhill from there. Defensively, really, the secondary is terrible.
Terrible.
I mean, the receivers were wide open all game. Okay, Sauce is starting to get that overrated label to me. I think he's a little overrated now. He's penalized way too much. Now, I did hear him say something like the way the Jets are officiated is a little different. And there might be some truth to that, but the dudes don't tackle. The front four, they like Quentin Williams and those guys, they do a good job. But that secondary group needs to improve. Offensively, I think they run heavy too much. You gotta let Fields go a little bit, I think. You know what I'm saying? Like that, it was a couple of drives when we had like 8 straight rushes, or let them run the ball. Now the line gotta improve a little bit as well, because he was under pressure a lot. But defensively was terrible. They made him punt it like once or twice, and that was like late in the second half.
I felt like the defense was like this. Maybe was it Salah's first year? The defense was terrible, bro. Right. I think it was his first year, and then Salah got the defense together. But they just.
I'm not talking about fire. I'm not a believer in firing coaches in like 5 games and things like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer in that because that's dysfunctional. There's not no coach that's gonna come in and make a drastic change in a season like that. So when you do that, that's a dysfunctional franchise. And you do that constantly, unless it's something like you 3 or 4 years into your coaching tenure, and things is not changing. But right off the rip, I think that'd be a mistake to let Glenn go, or even criticize him, or like he can't get it done. He's a rookie head coach, so you're gonna have some rough stretches and stuff like that. But for the first 4 games, I've actually been impressed. 2 we should be 2-2. Yesterday was winnable, but Miami controlled the game for the most part, so we shouldn't have really won that one. We should have won.
They should have won.
Yeah, we should have won, but the defense, that Tampa Bay game, we took the lead. They marched up the field, 4 or 5 plays, field goal, game over.
Yeah,
you let that happen. So it's going to be a struggle. I thought they could win 8 or 9 games. Going a month in, I can still see 5 games they could win though. 5 or 6 games. I can see that.
Yeah, I got to take a look at the schedule. I didn't even really look at.
They got Dallas. They got Dallas at home on Sunday. That's a winnable game.
Cook that secondary. Jeez.
Right. But our defense, Dallas offense is potent.
That's what I'm saying. They're gonna kill our secondary.
So it's gonna be like, because we're not strong as Dallas offense is. So
no.
It could be a shootout, but I don't think the Jets offense can do what the Cowboys offense can do consistently. You know what I mean? So defense is definitely going to have to step it up in that game. But if we could win this game right here against the Cowboys, I think you could turn around. Then they could get on a little winning streak. But they got to take care of business at home this Sunday.
Definitely. So there was a huge injury in the game, man. Tyreek Hill dislocating his knee and tearing his ACL. So he's going to be out for the remainder of the season. Do you guys think that we're going to see the last of Tyreek Hill? I mean, Tyreek Hill is based off of speed and quickness, and that type of knee injury could make him lose a step.
He might not be the explosive Tyreek Hill that we've seen over the years, but I still think he could be a quality receiver in the league. I think that the treatment and the way things are done now, a devastating ACL injury is not as bad as it was probably like in the 90s.
No, definitely not.
80s, you know what I'm saying? Guys recover quick, and guys recover and still have productive careers. So I can see Tyreek recovering and being a really good receiver. Maybe not a superstar like he once was, but and if he is, I wouldn't be surprised by that. You know what I mean? Guys recover and still be heck of players. You know what I mean? So I can see that.
He looked hurt to you?
What'd you say?
He looked hurt to you?
Yeah. You didn't see his knee?
They said he looked like he was the happiest he's ever been.
No, man. Did you see? Hold on. I got the picture too. Hold on.
He looked hurt on the cart to you?
No, he didn't. That's adrenaline though. I've actually dislocated my knee 3 times. And one time I walked all the way home.
I missed that play. Did that happen early in the second half?
Yeah. Yep.
I missed that play.
Yeah. That was.
There was a lot of talk about Tyreek Hill in the beginning of the season, right?
I mean, it always is.
But I'm saying how he wanted a trade and everything.
Yeah.
He looked hurt to you?
Yes. You didn't see his knee?
That was one of them conspiracy theories he got going on right there.
Hold on, man. I gotta find it.
You basically saying he's faking the funk. He ain't really hurt, huh?
She was, cause he was like he was like, yo, and then he came out, but today it was like, yo, I thank all the fans and all that showing the support, but nah, his knee, bro. It's one of them knee. Remember what was the dude from Louis? I think it was Louisville when his knee. Was it
Kevin Ware?
Kevin Ware. It was like one of them type of deals, man.
Yeah, Kevin Ware. I know Kevin Ware. I know him personally. He was never the same. Because he was a high riser kind of athlete.
Right.
He had crazy bounce. But when he came back, he wasn't the same guy. You know what I mean? Yeah, I remember that.
So that's crazy. You didn't think I'm hold on, just give me a second. I'm getting the picture of his knee, man. It was crazy, bro.
Was it a play he caught the ball? Or?
Yeah, it was like a regular catch, and he just. It was just a regular catch, and he made a move, and it went bad, man.
No, the Jets guy got on top of him and twisted it.
Yeah, but it was like a regular move. Like it wasn't nothing. It was like a regular move. It wasn't nothing crazy. Hold on, I'm about to get the picture.
So if your knee gets hurt,
I'm telling you, I had that same injury a few times.
And you were clapping and laughing?
I'm telling you. It hurt. Yeah, it hurts. Like I had to put my shit back in place.
But you were able to just sit there and
yo, I was ready to go.
Get my mom on the field.
I remember I told my pops, I'm like, yo, I'm ready to go back out there. He's like, you're not going back nowhere. It's like, what do you mean? My shit was swelled up, like fucking blood in the knee. It was swelled up crazy. I was like, yo, all you gotta do is drain the fluid and I'll get back out there. I'm telling you. So yeah.
What was your recovery time?
See, that was a long time ago, man. So it was like.
Is there pictures of him in the hospital today?
He had surgery already.
He did?
Yeah.
You saw him in a cast?
No, man. No, I'm not. I'm
in the hospital though.
Yeah, I'm not his cousin or nothing. Like, no.
It's pictures of him in the hospital.
There is?
Yeah.
So you don't think so Joe Burrow is just not hurt. He's just chilling out. He doesn't want to get hurt. I mean, he's just chilling out. He's waiting.
I didn't say Joe Burrow. I'm just asking. Tyreek Hill looked hurt to you yesterday?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Okay. I'm not saying anything. I'm just asking.
You know what? This is what we're gonna do. I'm probably gonna get flagged for this, but this has to be done. This has to be done.
Who's the basketball guy that got hurt at the Pacers?
Tyrese Maxey. I mean, not Maxey. No. Tyrese Halliburton.
Oh, you saw pictures of him too the last game?
What do you mean? He went to
TMZ. You look at TMZ. They got some photos up on him. Tyreek from at the hospital. You look on TMZ.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on one second.
Maybe he did get hurt. I'm not saying anything.
He definitely got hurt.
I got a picture. I mean, I don't know if y'all can really see it, but that's a picture.
I'm about to play it, Drew. Play the
Oh, I saw the injury happen. I saw it.
No, but that was a picture of him in the hospital.
Oh, okay. That was a picture in the hospital.
Yeah.
She said, Yo, man. Yo, okay, look at this, man. This is crazy.
Let's check this.
Tyreek Hill just suffered one of the most gruesome and worst looking leg injuries that you have seen, as it looks like he catches a first down here and then just gets completely rolled up on sometimes.
Come on, man.
Yo, that looked like the shit that what happened to Dak Prescott a couple years ago.
Yeah, or McGahee.
Oh yeah, McGahee really it took him. He was never the same.
Can I ask a question? What is NFL compared to the most?
What you mean?
What other sport is NFL compared to the most?
Hockey, rugby.
No. What is NFL entertainment compared to?
Oh, WWE. Oh my Lord. I tore my shit twice, bro. So I know that pain, man. But it's adrenaline. It's like you feel like you not even really hurt, man.
Right. And when that shit wear off, you start feeling. Right.
Yeah, you start feeling it. The limp, the swelling. It's more of the swelling of anything that I've been through. I had surgery. I had to have my ACL, my knee repaired, and all that. Like, and this was, that was in the early 2000s, huh?
It was a high school game.
Yeah, yep. So that's the 90s. And I was able to come back and play.
So you was able to, or you wasn't?
No, I was. I was able to play my senior year. It happened in my junior year. It actually happened before that, but luckily I didn't need surgery. I didn't tear the ACL, but because it like the second time it happened, the kneecap fully before it slid out. The next time it went all the way out, and I had to put it back in. The first time it slid right back in on its own. So I'm telling you, man, I've been through that shit.
One of the most believable injuries I've seen on NFL, but I don't think it was Nick Chubb's leg.
Nick Chubb, that was the rough one too.
That one and Hutchinson.
Hold on a second.
Hutchinson, Chubbs, and DeMar Hamlin passing out on the field, almost dying, convulsing, whatever happened.
That one was definitely crazy too.
But prayers to Tyreek and his injury.
You should have a speedy recovery then.
He should have a speedy recovery.
All right, my bad. I had to get my son a ride home from practice.
Oh, okay.
I would have had to get off.
We good?
Yeah. No, I had to get him a ride real quick. Right. Yeah, so I mean,
One thing I will say about the injury now, he's out for this season. It's interesting to see if he comes back next season, because what I'm noticing now is athletes are just like Juju Watkins with basketball. She's missing this whole season. She's not even coming back.
She's not even coming back. But she got a lot more to. He's already paid. You know what I mean? I don't think he was gonna get another big contract like that, like the one that he got now, because he's on the other side of 30. He's what, 32, 33. His contract, he got his big bag already.
Right. But he could probably get another 2 or 3 year deal at $20 million per year. He probably could get something like that. But $100 million contract kind of thing. Nah, he's probably done with that. But I don't see him. I can see him sitting out a whole nother year as well.
Oh, you see, that person said she is smart.
She's smart. Yeah, Paige did it a couple years ago. Yep, definitely in basketball. She tore her ACL and then
took You see Dame Lillard, he's not playing this year. You know, some guys, people waiting, they giving themselves a whole full plus year to.
But look at Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, he came back pretty fast.
Right.
From the but he had an Achilles, you know. Right. And I remember back in the day, Adrian Peterson came back pretty fast too.
Yeah, and he had that year he came back after he rushed for like 1,500 after that. Yeah. So that was impressive.
You said I could see him back in Kansas. Yeah, I could see him back in Kansas City too. I could definitely see that. But I mean,
are they gonna want to pay him? Or is he gonna give him like the veterans minimum? Is he gonna want to take that? But I don't see them giving him big red or nothing like that though.
I mean, where his number is at right now, by then he's not gonna be. It's gonna be regular. It's gonna be a regular. You know, he's at what, 30 million now. By then, 2-3 years, they're gonna be up to 45, 46, 47.
45, 46 a year. He gonna get that?
No, he's not gonna get that. I'm saying like the top guy is gonna be
right, absolutely right.
Yeah,
he'll probably still get, like I said, 20 million. I can see him.
Yeah, definitely. Especially, I mean, I don't know why they let him go in the first place, but
he was a free agent. He didn't resign with them.
Yeah, no, they traded him.
Did they? I thought he signed with Miami as a free agent.
I thought they traded him. You might be right. Yeah, he was free agent. But I remember he was saying that he was out. He was like, "Deuces, I'm out."
Yeah,
because they wasn't going
to say all this in the beginning of the year. Didn't Tyreek? That was the biggest storyline. Tyreek wants out of Miami. Tyreek
that was last year too.
Now you're a 0-3 team. Well, now you're 1-3. You're a 0-3 team.
Yeah,
your coach is on the hot seat. Your quarterback is a liability for concussions. You're not getting anywhere. and all of a sudden you break your knee.
It's like anybody else.
And you clap your hands and you're laughing on the cart. Anyways, believe what y'all want.
All right, so Busy's probably still recording. So let's talk about this. This was the big news drop. Bad Bunny is gonna be headlining
stupid. Stupid.
Hold
I gotta cut you off.
Let me get it out.
No, I gotta cut you off, and I don't care who I offend. It's nothing about him being Spanish. It's nothing about him being Puerto Rican. You have kids. You have elderlies that watch this Super Bowl. You have people that speak English. It's an American sport. What are you doing?
Well, you do know that Bad Bunny has done the Super Bowl before, right?
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has. He performed already with Shakira.
Okay, but it wasn't his show.
But he was already on there.
Shakira speaks English too, though, right?
But he was already on there.
He does not have one English song.
That's fine. You think that people know in Japan, Michael Jackson?
He wouldn't do a concert. He wouldn't do a concert in U.S. because of the whole ICE thing, right? Now you get your Super Bowl, whatever. And now your U.S. people could watch it on TV, right? Blah, 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 blah. ICE, whatever, blah, blah, blah. No one's going to understand. At least Jennifer Lopez, she has English songs and she has hits. This is for the This is why football is such a money-hungry sport, because this is bringing money in, right? Whatever. This is not what fans want to see. I'd rather see Vibes Cartel.
Come on. They want to see Vibes Cartel over. It's 30. Yeah. It's 30. It's 30. It's 30. It's 30. The Super Bowl is extended. It's 30.
I ain't gonna front. I don't know who he is.
Right.
You don't know who Bad Bunny is?
No, I don't know his music at all.
He has that stupid song that
I don't know none of his music.
I'm happy the Ravens aren't. I'm happy the Ravens are not in it, are not going to be in it, because I would not want this.
The craziest part is that's their colors too. That's what made I was like, that's the Ravens colors.
Yeah, whatever.
That's you want to do some conspiracy theory? That's the Ravens colors right there.
They could have had Tony Braxton. They could have had Adele. They could have had freaking Vibes Cartel.
Turned it down. She turned it down. Adele was a factor. She turned it down. Taylor Swift turned it down as well.
No, I'm glad Taylor Swift. No, but come on now. You have elderly people who watch the Super Bowl. You have people that don't speak.
Who would you want them to get?
Well, you got also during the Super Bowl, they have other performances before the main. You know what I mean? Like last year before Kendrick, they had all them rock and roll stars. So they bring in stars for everybody.
Yeah, they think that he's gonna bring in Cardi B.
Maybe she'll be like pregnant by like having a baby by then, right?
No Cardi B this year.
She said her baby's gonna drop by February, but I just
that's the Super Bowl. February.
But like she goes on tour February. She said the baby will be here by February, but I just no. This was a dumb move.
I can't say that it was dumb. I mean,
so you're gonna sing along?
No, I don't know.
You're gonna know what he's saying?
I know some of his songs though. I definitely know some of his songs. You could groove to him. He goes. He does what he does. I can't hate on him. I can't hate on him.
I'm not saying him as an artist.
He got some stuff, man. Like I be in the barbershop at the Dominicans. They be playing stuff. I be like, okay.
Nah, I'm lost when it comes to him. But at the Super Bowl, bringing him in, he gotta be big. So that's how I'm looking at it as.
I mean, they say he's the biggest artist in the world. It's up in Taylor Swift. You could say
right.
It's yeah, exactly. We got 20. I thought they was gonna go back to their stuff. I thought they was gonna give us like a Keith Urban or somebody, Keith Urban or Jelly Roll or one of them, man.
Where's the Super Bowl at this year? Where's it held?
It's in LA.
It's in LA. Okay. Didn't they have a Super Bowl a couple years ago?
Right, because they got the best stadium. That's why.
Oh yeah, so LA on fire right now with that.
Yeah, they got the they got like the best stadium for that. So yeah, so you think that Drew don't know none of his songs? You think that is dumb, Chris? Who would you want them to? Or Kane Brown? Yep, that's what I thought they was gonna go Jelly Roll. Thought they was gonna go full American.
If he's the biggest star in the world, like you saying here, if he's big like that, I can see why they would want to bring him in.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
because that's the biggest platform the NFL has, and you want the biggest names. Not non-athletes. You want everybody's watching. Non-football fans is watching, so they're going to tune in. So
this became political because of Trump and the ICE thing. I don't want to hear it.
So from a marketing standpoint, I get it. It makes sense. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know his music, but I can see why they would want to bring him in. I mean, who else would you bring in? You know what I mean?
I wanted them to get Chris Brown, but
Chris Brown still got that red flag on him. You know what I mean?
He said.
If Ray Rice can't be in the Super Bowl, Chris Brown can't be in the Super Bowl.
And Jay-Z involved with that, so
right. Him and Jay-Z don't.
Right, so that's not going down. You know what I mean? But Chris Brown, he definitely deserved to be on that platform like that.
Right. I think he's the greatest performer of the 20th century, 21st century.
They could have had Tony Braxton. They could have had.
Why you can't see Tony Braxton?
I'm just saying they could have had. I'm just saying they could have had Mary J. Blige.
Get out of here, man.
They could have had. They should have had Mary J. Blige. They could have had.
He did it already. I mean, she was part of the Dr. Dre ensemble.
Hey, I know you a hip hop guy. Would you bring Young Boy to?
No.
Hell no.
Young Boy popping right now though.
They could have had
not for that venue
They
though.
could have had NSYNC, Backstreet Boys. They could have had someone. You bring in someone who no one's gonna unless you're Puerto Rican or Spanish. You're not gonna understand. This is an American football game. You're not going to understand it. Little kids watch this.
Music transcends all that. Music is music, and you can groove to the music without knowing the words.
So people ain't understand what Kendrick was talking about last year. A lot of people was complaining about that.
What I respect about Kendrick made his performance into a message for America.
Right.
You don't think that Bad Bunny's gonna make his for a message for the Latin people? With all this at ICE and all this Trump and MAGA and all this stuff, you don't think that he's gonna do that?
And it's a big Spanish population in LA. You know what I mean?
But his fans can't afford the Super Bowl, so that's why he agreed to it, so that his fans could see him on TV, and because he wasn't doing a show in US because of the whole ICE thing and his fans and all that. Because they were worried that ICE was going to be there because of the fans and the population and all that. So he agreed because obviously your fans aren't going to, go to the Super Bowl. Well, I shouldn't say that, but whatever. He better bring in good people. That's all I could say because.
I think he's gonna do a good show. I'm just surprised that Jay-Z hasn't done it yet. I'm surprised Jay-Z hasn't.
Beyonce could have done it with her whole cowboy thing now.
She did it already twice already. We tired.
I would have liked her.
Tired of her with that stuff, man. She got no.
At least J-Lo has English songs and Spanish songs.
J-Lo's washed, man.
Do you look forward to the halftime show? I mean, I pay attention, but I don't even care. No,
I don't even look forward to the Super Bowl nowadays.
But how about you? Do you look forward?
Yeah, I think it's a part of the spectacle. I mean, there's nobody. I should have did my top 5 Super Bowl performances, but I mean, there's nobody that could beat. There's Michael Jackson and Prince. There's nobody that could top them. Prince was doing Purple Rain in the rain.
What year did Prince do his? I don't know.
The year that the Bears played the Colts in the rain.
Oh, he did that. Oh, he did it that year. Okay.
Yeah, he did Purple Rain in the rain. Oh man,
I don't even like Chris Brown, but I think he would have been up there with them.
He would have killed it. Chris Brown would have killed it. Yeah, he said Prince is number 1. I can't disagree with it. I'm gonna take Mike. Mike just popped up and stood there for like 5 minutes, and the people was going crazy.
Right.
And then, Whitney Houston didn't perform in the Super Bowl, but she did the greatest, probably, national anthem of all time. Yeah. I'm trying to think of some other real, I thought Bruno Mars did a good job. I really don't like The Weeknd. A lot of people like The Weeknd. I didn't really like that.
They could have had Backstreet Boys and sing Bring It Back.
Come on, man.
I'm just saying they could have had.
You want Debbie Gibson up there too?
They could have had what's his name? They honestly, I would have been okay with them doing something metallic in honor of Ozzy Osbourne. I would have been okay with that.
Yeah, I mean, they said that Metallica might be making an appearance with Bad Bunny. I'm not sure, but they was making an inkling, and that's what people were saying online. I don't know how true that is, but I don't know. I'm gonna
listen to some Bad Bunny music now.
Yeah, so
better start listening to it so you know something.
It's because that type of stuff. So man, we're about to close out the show, but I had my top 5 worst teams in the league right now, and it's not looking good for our Jets, man. I got the Titans. Cam Ward said his team was ass.
Yeah, he ain't lying. he ain't lying.
And these are the Saints that I've known for years before Drew Brees and the Jets, man. 0-4. The Jets have actually played pretty well, and they've competed. Let me say that they've competed in every game except for really the Bills game. The Raiders, they're 1-3. They got one win, but they're not really making noise either. Then you got the Browns. They, like Christy said, that they just I didn't hear it yet, but they're going to be going to Dylan Gabriel, the Oregon product.
So I would change that list. I would put Baltimore Ravens up there.
Oh my goodness!
I would put the Panthers up there.
Panthers definitely. Only reason I didn't put them up there was because of the 30-0 win over the Falcons.
Yeah, well, you're putting 5 worst teams, but those. So again, it goes back to when you think of like a bad team, you're thinking of the Saints, you're thinking of the Panthers. When you're thinking of a team that did not play up to par, that you knew had the standards, a team that it's the Baltimore Ravens. We freaking suck.
Yeah, I mean, we could definitely, if we was doing most disappointing teams, Baltimore would be number 1, definitely. Definitely number 1. Like I said, man, when we're going the next 6-7 weeks on this show, we're going to see the rise of the Ravens once again. And they're going to be right in the mix, man. I'm telling you, it's not going to go bad as you think.
Unless your notification in the morning is from Christy Marie, John Harbaugh got fired, it ain't gonna.
They definitely not firing them in the middle of the season.
No, that's not happening.
You know what? I'm over Todd Monken too.
I could see you putting the blame on him.
Greg Roman got us further. Technically, Greg Roman got us further.
Greg Roman's gonna kill y'all. I'm watching the playoffs because they're gonna match up in the playoffs again. I know the Ravens are gonna make the playoffs. They're gonna play the Chargers. He's at the Chargers with the brother. He's with Jim Harbaugh.
No, we already beat the Chargers last season with Greg, but 10 wins get you in the playoffs. That's all. We ain't getting 10 wins. Our roster is going to be 7-10.
I think it's going to be 10-7.
I don't. We're not beating the Steelers, especially without Lamar.
It's a lot of time left. We don't know who's going to be injured, We're going
to be 1-5 by Sunday night. We're not beating.
Derrick Henry has a big game, 25 carries, 150 plus yards.
Right.
He's gonna be the workload now.
Right. They can beat the Texans.
I sold my I put my Miami tickets for sale today. I'm supposed to take my daughter to the Ravens Jets game, but we'll see how that goes. And I think I'm gonna go to that game. And I'm selling my Ravens Bengals Thanksgiving night game tickets too. I'm a very heartbroken fan right now.
You gonna have that same energy if they win 3 straight?
No.
No.
You gonna be like, I know we could do it, right?
No. Because what's gonna happen? Even if we do, it's gonna be the same shit. We're gonna lose. I'm becoming one of those fans now after this season.
Man, I put it, man, it's still early, but I don't see nobody in the AFC that's like, yo,
Steelers.
Steelers are not that good. They barely beat the Vikings with a backup quarterback.
They barely beat the Jets, and
right.
Only thing that really look like, yo, they really like look like it's Buffalo.
Buffalo, that's the team.
Right.
Buffalo.
Buffalo. Other than the Chiefs,
Buffalo's year.
The Chiefs played really well. That's why they best game they played in 4 games. But you still want to see that, see them be consistent with that kind of play. So I'm not believing them yet. But Buffalo from week 1 to week 4.
I got you, M. I got you. I'm gonna hit you.
Definitely look like they could make a serious run at the AFC.
Charger. I mean, they lost to the Giants. The Chargers was balling too. I think the Chargers will get right back.
Yeah, they're balling, but I don't really trust Justin Herbert. He is turnover prone. They'll make the playoffs, but when it's the playoffs, I can see them throwing 3 or 4 interceptions. The season over. Yeah.
All right, my son he's going crazy, man.
I got you.
he's killing me right now. All right, y'all. So we'll be back on Thursday. Who's the Thursday night game? I'm not even sure who's Thursday night
game. Let me check.
Yeah, check for me real quick. See who that is.
Thursday night?
Yeah.
It's the whatchamacallit, the 49ers Rams.
49ers Rams. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. And then in other news, I just wanted to close out. Jonathan Kuminga agrees to a 2-year deal with the Warriors, $48.5 million. After he rejected a 3-year, $75 million. So I don't know what the hell Kuminga is thinking. But the NBA is coming soon, Drew.
Right. Now Kuminga, I think that's a good deal for him, but he probably better somewhere where he could be like the focus. He's still not gonna be the focus,
right?
Golden State, but that's a nice deal for him for 2 years. If it don't work out, he can move on. He's still young,
right? He's like 22, 23.
Right. So I like that, for both of them right now. But long term, he's probably better off somewhere else.
Yeah. All right, so yeah, we'll be back on Thursday. The 49ers and Rams, and say what's up to the people.
What's good, man? What's up? He ready for you to get off.
Yeah, he is. All right, y'all. Yo, I'm gonna hit you, M.
Right. Boom. BB had to do it to him. Cock back if a nigga front, I'ma pop that. Got straps, you don't want smoke, you better stop that. Real nigga, there's certain shit that I do not jack. Plus I got some killers on my side and they do not rap. Fake nigga, there's certain questions we do not ask. Perk make the body feel good like a hot bath. You niggas hot